Hello, and welcome to another session of What the. Today's topic of discussion is the opportunity to perpetuate opportunity. So, how do we perpetuate opportunity from opportunity? How do we keep moving in the mode of opportunity? Well, we discussed the objective and subjective, and then we've also discussed the circumstances of semantics and how do we keep semantics moving in that direction. And obviously the semantics are always the influential statements that we can make that are pertinent to optimism in regards to success. So, to keep opportunity moving toward opportunity, it is success, success, success. Building on success, success. Well, what have you done so far? Well, then there's all the business related nonsense, and all of that is just, okay, yeah, that's just the routine. Okay, I've got my business. We started, conducting operations and so on. Okay, I think it should be, okay, what we have accomplished are these things. We've accomplished this, accomplished this, accomplished this, accomplished this, accomplished this. That is the mode of the business. Now, they always ask, well, who wants that? Or who? And if you have good business acumen, everybody wants it. Because obviously some of those strategies for business, they have the marketing things like, oh, it's sexy, or they're doing it, how come you're not doing it, and so on. But ultimately it goes into, I want that, I think that's cool, or I like that, that's super efficient, I need that because that is something that I could use. So those are some of those circumstances that we focus on. The necessity to have something. So, why do we have the opportunity to present those circumstances? And then that comes from a long line of, okay, who have we conducted business with? Who have we done research with? Who have we presented our findings to? And then how did they build on top of those findings? I can use one example specifically, is when CU discovered they actually created absolute zero, and this was back in like 2000, and they put it on the front page of the Wall Street Journal. So absolute zero, that's when all atoms stop moving. It's like minus 400 and something degrees Fahrenheit, and all atoms stop moving, and then it forms a gel. Well, because of that success, Harvard took that a step further. They created absolute zero as well, and then they took a laser light and they shot a laser light through this absolute zero. And the laser light was like 1 meter in length, and when it hit the gel, it shrunk down to 1 micron and then traveled through this gel. And then at that point, they knew that the speed of light was variable. And then, because it's made up of particles and what is it? Photon particles and waves. That's what they say light is made up of. So, but the wave, because then it goes into the string theory, which Stephen Hawking actually created, and you're wondering, how does it form a photon particle and a wave? How does that exist? Well, if you look at the photon particle, it exists like this, and then there's a photon that circles, electrons that circle the photon. So when traveling, you got this photon being encompassed by electrons as it moves toward whatever object. And so that wave and that string theory is that electron surrounding that photon as it travels. And then the wave, they go like this, but the wave actually dips in and out like this. But it's actually, in all actuality, it's spiraling around the photon. And they try and think of, okay, think of it as a, you know, a 90 degree and then rotate it 90 degrees. But that's the thing that they're not telling you, is it's traveling like this. And so then it goes into, okay, that's the string theory. And then does this light have a continuous path from, well, because it's constantly there, and we see stars way off in the distance, and is there a constant beam of energy that exists from that star all the way to wherever? And that's the string theory of, okay, does this wave exist and what frequency is it at? And then you get into cosmic waves, and then those cosmic waves are at ultra high frequencies. So Stephen Hawking was basically trying to talk about, okay, how can we build upon these technologies and utilize these in our best interest? So anyway, but that's just a little bit of, you know, how can we utilize positive semantics in regards to curiosity, and then help people understand, and then what kind of businesses can we create from these types of perpetual opportunities that we are presented. So this has been another session of What the